Hi, I am Jenny and welcome to FREEJOO, the global community of educators. Let me show you why as an educator you should make FREEJOO an important part of your teaching and learning practice. A community of teaching practice is important for any educator. On FREEJOO you will be able to access CollabEd, which is like LinkedIn but for educators. Here you will be able to connect and network with other educators from all around the world. You can build your own community of teaching practice and/or join one of the many other existing groups and learn and share ideas, lesson plans, etc. with each other. Then, for a more formalized approach to professional development, you can go to SkillEd, which is like Netflix for educators. Here, you will be able to access a wide range of courses designed by global experts that will help you to learn about new pedagogical, technical, and soft skills, all related to 21st century education and the future of work. There are more than 20 courses available for free, and for more advanced level courses, you can upgrade to the Silver membership plan for just $20 per year and get access to all courses designed by Akadasia. The courses are available in English and in several other Asian languages. And what's more, you will receive a free verifiable and tamper-proof digital certificate for each course that you complete. If you have upgraded your membership to the Silver, Gold, or Platinum plans, you also get access to DesignEd, which is like Canva for educators. Here you will find the easiest and fastest way to practice your own instructional design skills and build your own courses. We have pre-integrated several third-party edtech apps like Flipgrid, Canva, Mentimeter, Padlet, H5p, Zoom, etc. right into FREEJOO so you can make your courses engaging and fun for your own learners. As you can see, there is a lot you can do on FREEJOO as an educator. So what are you waiting for? Go to www.freejoo.com and get your very own free lifetime membership today. See you soon on FREEJOO.
Hello, and welcome to our Workshop Wednesday. Hi, Jake. Hi, Czar.
Hi,
Hello.
Kristen. Hi, Zar. Good afternoon to everyone who's joining us today. Sa mga teachers po sa Pilipinas, magandang hapon po. Welcome to our webinar.
Why don't we take a second and introduce ourselves for those people who may have not tuned in before. I am Kirsten Bartles. I have the great privilege of being the Chief Academic Officer here, and I get to work with these fabulous, fabulous people and do webinars. And I'm coming to you live from Holland, Michigan. It's 2 in the morning, so I might be faking being as awake and excited as I am. That's not true. I am definitely excited. Jake, can you introduce yourself, please?
Right. I'm Jake Aragon. I'm the Academics Manager for the Philippines of Akadasia. It's always an honor to be collaborating with teachers as we explore new tools and techniques to make our teaching better every single day. And this is another opportunity for us to be able to do that. And it's also an honor to be working with Kirsten all the time on these courses.
Thank you, dear. Czar.
Hi, yeah, I'm Zarina Sabaron from the Philippines, Academics Executive at Akadasia, and I'm really glad to be part once again of this workshop webinar.
Yay. Well, we absolutely love doing these things, and it's really fun. And what we get to talk about today is a tool that I really, really like. It's H5p, and Jake and Czar are used to me going and trying new things and stuff. So I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to start showing you a little bit about H5p. We'll see if my computer wants to work. Those of you who tuned in last week know that my computer and I have a love-hate relationship. I love to hate it, or it loves to hate me. I'm not sure which. Okay, so H5p is this wonderful tool for engagement and assessment online for all your courses. You can use them in your face-to-face courses, actually. You can use them in your hybrid courses, and you can use them in your online courses. Now, I want to be clear. This session is only about the engagement activities, not about the assessment activities. And when I show you the next couple of slides, you'll understand why. So there's a ton of things you can do on H5p. I'm really excited to go and use the branching scenario in the new cyber safety courses that I'm part of creating. Those are going to be very cool. So that combines the best of all worlds, I think. But here are these next 3 slides are going to just show you the range of options on H5p. So we get it's overwhelming. Zara is going to highlight one of her favorites. We're going to show some more. We're going to teach you how to use one of my favorites, which is actually accordion. And then we're going to go through and answer all questions. And Jake is going to answer or ask a bunch of questions as we do this as well.
Right. So Chris, you mean to say all these are available on H5p, and
Oh,
teachers can
these
still use them? Yeah.
and these,
So there's a whole
and
menu
there's a
of options to choose.
ton. And there's still more.
Okay.
So I want to make sure that I am very, very clear. I have not used all of them. Um, I didn't realize there was an advent calendar. That would have been fun to use. I think it'd be great, especially because students do not want to engage around the Christmas time. They want to go. They want to be on break. They want to go play in the snow. Um,
Mhm.
but I think that's a new one, and it's one that, well, let's be honest, it's not one that we would use in our courses, but I think it could be fun. So there's lots of cool things. I think we're going to highlight accordion, hotspots. I'll show you a crossword because I think I'm funny. And then Zara, you're going to hit on the presentation.
Yes, course presentation.
Okay, course presentation. Um, but when you go to H5p, there's lots you can do. Now, there's something that I want to answer right off the bat. We love this because it's got this massive range. It's not free. Um, and I believe it's something like $57 a month for 3 authorships. So if it's something that you are excited about and you want to use, you might want to get together with a couple other people and create a group at your school to be able to do this. Um, we wish it was free, but we use it because there's a huge range of things we can do with it. So it is expensive. And I want to be upfront. All right, I am going to stop this. What? Oh. I have 2 screens, so my mouse is sometimes on that screen and sometimes on the one that I actually need it to be on. I am going to now let Zar show you the presentation that she likes to do.
Yeah, sure. So if you're looking for a platform to make interactive presentations and activities, H5p is really a great tool for you. And in my personal experience, it is fun to prepare, and it is even more fun when you present it already in your class and your students are just, enjoying and learning at the same time. Plus, these activities can be done or can be used for both asynchronous and then synchronous learning, so that you can present it on a live session at the same time. Learners can access it as well, so they can answer the activities while the teacher is discussing, or the teacher can send the activity or the presentation to her class, and then the learners can just go through it at their own pace. So now
Hey,
let me share. Yeah, go ahead.
Zara, can you let people know you are a teacher and what grade and subject you teach?
Yes, I'm actually handling senior high school students, grade 11 students specifically. Yeah.
Hmm.
In sciences, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, science and research.
Hmm.
Right.
So
Okay,
Zara,
so
even if we resume in-person classes pretty soon in the coming weeks, H5p may still be used, right?
yes, I can actually. I was using this before the pandemic in my class already. Yeah, so it's very useful. It's very engaging. So here, let me share you one of my favorite features of H5p. Hang on one moment. Share screen. All right, here it is. Okay, where is that? Okay. All right, so there are different kinds of activities that you can do individually in this platform, and one of my favorites here is a course presentation. Just simply because you can insert various types of activities in just a single presentation, so that I don't have to open different tabs for each, and then my students won't have to click on different links as well to access them. So here it is, and it is basically just like a PowerPoint presentation. And then below, you can see the bars there, which refers to the slides. And then the bars with circle in the middle means that there are interactive activities embedded on that particular slide. So the first activity here that I have is a drag and drop. Okay, so just let's try to answer. Let's put some answers here. All right, and then just click on check to evaluate the responses of the students or of the users. Now, how does it look like if the responses are incorrect? So let's try this. There. So the students or the users can opt to show the solution or retry. Anyway, you can just toggle the settings as you create the activities. And the next activity that I have in my course presentation is mark the words. All right. So this is how it works. You just click on the correct answer to highlight or mark it, and then check. Okay. So just like that. So it makes your PowerPoint, your basic PowerPoint, become an interactive one and engaging one to your students, so that they can follow and they can, manipulate the slides. They can answer right then and there. So you would know if your students can follow as you discuss the subject. And lastly, there's also an embedded interactive video here as well. So um, there could be teachers can place stamp questions, which is also best for formative assessments, and the video will automatically pause when a question pops up. So for example, here, these circles right here are the stamp questions. Okay, so the video automatically stops because there is a question that the students need to answer. Okay, so this one is a multiple choice question. So let's have, okay, these are the answers, then check. And then if you click on continue, the video will continue.
Steps first to you.
And aside from multiple choice, I have also embedded what do you call this? A free response or free answer activity. So it's like an open-ended activity. So there. And let me show you quickly one of the cool activities that I made using drag and drop.
And I'm just going to let people know that there's a whole separate workshop that specifically goes into embedding interactive videos. So
Yeah.
while we'll show you a couple of them, we're not actually going to teach you how to use those today. That will happen later. It's a
Yes,
teaser.
exactly.
So Zar, what cannot be done on PowerPoint, we can do using H5p, right?
Exactly. And
That's
this is one of the cool activities I made using the drag and drop. The students really like this, so they will just drop the answers on its specific or correct places there. Yeah, it's fun. This
Nice.
is how it works. Yeah. All right. So you can just play with it, explore every feature of your interest in H5p. It's cool.
There's so many options available, and it's really, really cool. And if you have any questions, please, please, please use the Mentimeter link, and we will, or I guess you can post them in the chats, and we
Yeah.
will answer your questions. So we've got a couple more we want to share with you. And thank you, Zara. That was awesome.
Thank you.
So Zara does the serious stuff. Mine I made because I think they're funny, and I think I'm funny. So I'm going to share with you one thing that I think is very cool. It's called an image hotspot. So yeah, I'm old. I grew up with the Muppet Show. So yeah, that's what I used. And what I like with these is all these plus signs that you can put information on. And it can be, and it's funny, I'm clicking on the wrong screen. I'm clicking on, yeah, okay, so I got to go over here. Sorry. So you can do things, you can have images, you can have GIFs or GIFs, depending on how you pronounce it. Um, you can have a bunch of text and talk about Miss Piggy if you choose to do so. I never do. Um, you can add, it's not just one thing that you can add. You can add a variety of stuff, including videos. And for those of you who, if you ever have trivia about me, my favorite Muppet, this is him, Robin the Frog. And I would happily listen to this whole song, but that's not going to happen. And you know, you can do that and make these really interactive and really fun. When you go to the H5p website, they will show you a map, and it's a great way to go and have people click over different things. I wanted to do something different, so I use the Muppets. When you go and you can go through our courses, you'll see we use these a lot. As Czar said, there's interactive videos. I make this course on Star Wars just because I think I'm funny and I want to make a course. And we will teach you how to do this. You can make your own videos or you can upload videos and you can answer. I don't stop mine. I set mine differently. So you have to go and you have to click on this to take my quiz questions. But when they open, when they press that hand, it does open. And we all know that Han shot first. So there's a lot of cool things. So I get really excited. I'm talking so fast. Okay. Another thing, when you can say, is it an assessment? Is it an activity? We couldn't agree. We were split. You can make crossword puzzles, and they're really easy to make. And that's a fun way to have people test their knowledge and their spelling. I didn't like crossword puzzles when I was growing up because I'm the worst speller in the world. Okay. So now we want to answer the question of how do you do this? So here's a thing for my course, my Star Wars course, and I'm talking about which came first. And there's the debate, the old school people who think the original film, A New Hope, is the first one. And then there's other people that think the rubbish prequels actually came first. But let's say this is a great place for me to do an activity. So I want to do something here. And I want to do an accordion. So all I have to do is add content. And it's going to let me choose the kind of content. And I'm going to do an accordion because I like it. I think it's a great way to break up the text. So content title, it's going to be, I will tell you, at least for me, we need to be very, very specific in the title so I know where this is embedded, because when I first started doing these, I had pretty generic titles. And if you've gone on our platform, you know that we have a ton of courses. So it was a little tough to go and find the stuff. So now I'm much more judicious with my titles. So Star Wars sample course. So I know this isn't supposed to go anywhere else. Movie order. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, title. First. I mean, you can make it whatever you want. And I'm going to say A New Hope is first movie. I mean, it doesn't, you can do whatever you want. You can add images here. And Empire Strikes Back is second, right? Help me out here, people. It's 2 a.m.
It is curse, right?
Okay. And you can go in and you can add a variety of stuff. I'm just doing this very, very straightforward just to show you how it's done. And third is Return of the
Return of
Jedi.
the Jedi. Yeah.
I'm checking people's Star Wars knowledge. Oh, hey, I'm going to give a shout out to my son's girlfriend who for Christmas gave me this very cool Star Wars fountain pen. Um, and she'll never know that I just said that, but that's okay. Okay, fourth. And you'll know that I'm an old school Star Wars fan because now I'm like, it's not Revenge of the Sith, is it? I don't know. Somebody help us out. What's the fourth one? I don't know. Seriously. It's not Revenge of the Sith. It's anyone out there gonna help me out or just
The
gonna let me.
Phantom. No, sorry.
Phantom Menace is the
It's
last
number
one.
one. That's number one. It's episode one. Curse, right? And then Attack of the Clones. Revenge of the Sith is the
Don't
third one.
actually no. Okay. So when we're done,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna want to publish this. So to publish it, you need it to go to be public for it to work easily on the different LMSs. Oops, why is it doing that to me? Okay, hold on. We got to save it first. I'm sorry. So let's save it. I tried to do a shortcut, and I've never done it that way before, and I really shouldn't. So this is what it looks like, and it just, for me, I think it breaks up long text and makes it more interactive. If if you just have stuff that you're like, "Oh, I don't want to put this in a fabulous presentation like Czar did, but I want them to be able to read this. We know that people don't want to read just huge chunks of text. This is an easy way to have them break it up. Okay, now I'm going to, unless my computer really hates me. Okay, so you click on public, you go to embed code. That's very important. If you just click your mouse over it, it'll copy it. You need to update it. And then we're going to put it in my class. So we're going to go, and I already have it open to edit course. And yes, I do think C3PO is annoying. But I edit it. I go here and I click H5p. And I simply paste that. And I save it. I have an Alexa thing in my office and it's now talking to me. And I think that's very creepy.
So it's that easy to
It's
embed.
that easy. And now I should be able to just refresh this and we should be able to see it. Because I just added it to my course.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
There.
It's that straightforward and that simple to use. And I mean, this is a very basic example. We do a lot of other things that are much more complicated. But they're interactive, they're engaging. They break up the flow of just sitting and looking at a white screen with black text.
Mm-hmm.
And the options are almost limitless.
Mm.
Yes, and they revive the dying attention of the students in the class.
They do. And I'm going to show another one. So we actually have a course that you can take that teaches you more about this. But I wanted to show you something else if I could find it. I'm going to go a different way. So Jake, you haven't used H5p before.
Yep. I love using hotspot curse. I remember when I was working with teachers from a senior high school here in the Philippines. There were they were using hotspot a lot. Like for arts teachers, they would have pictures of Renaissance artists.
Nice.
Right, on the H5p page, and all students had to do was hover on the photos of the artists, and when they did, they get the relevant information, the artwork, the background of that artist, and that just really is a different approach, as opposed to simply talking about the artist or giving them articles to read about those artists. You're really giving the power of learning to the students, and that's always a great experience for them.
And Azar, thank you very much. Azar told us, this once you're back face to face, which I know we're all very excited about getting back face to face, you can still utilize this stuff. Your students can still do this stuff, not only in school but at home to prepare.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it's more gamification. It's more interesting that way, and it
Right.
really, really helps them understand and care about what they're trying to learn.
Mhm.
Mhm. That's right.
So and I mean, there's so many things. If you take the course that we did, there's audio recordings, there's videos, there's all these things. So I'm gonna again share my screen and just show you one of the other ones that I really like to use. Yay. Okay.
And teachers are just encouraged to keep exploring, right? They don't have to come up with new ways of designing learning experiences or activities. Just look at the H5p menu, and you'll have a whole range of options to choose from.
Right. And things like this that we may think, okay, well, it's a dialogue card, but it gives you the
Yeah.
and this is actually from the H5p course that you can take with us. And it's, talks about more options, the interactive video that we will be training about later. Course presentations with Czar showed you how cool you can really make those more than just looking at those slides. You can make sure your students are actually reading them and actually engaging. Branching scenario, again, Eddie Horton and I are very excited to use this for our cyber safety classes, which I hope people are really excited about taking. There are going to be 6 different courses, everything from how do you protect yourself online to your persona online, how do you protect your students, and I don't think I'm the only one with aging parents. How do you protect them? Because I mean, my mom calls me all the time about these different things. I'm like, no, mom, that's not from Amazon. No, mom, please don't give them your credit card number. Yeah. We talked about Advent calendar, and so I just think that all these things that may seem simple to us, because I've played with them, it just gives your students the ability to really engage. I mean, a memory game. Memory games online are awesome. And you can do so many different things with them. So we hope that you are excited to get involved and try these things for yourself. And I know that it's overwhelming. So the other thing, we're very upfront that this is not a free tool, but you can get a 30-day free trial. So go and play and see what you think. I mean, it's my favorite. I don't They should actually pay me for to be an H5p spokesman. That's not going to happen. But I like it because there are so many options. And because then I don't have to think about going to 4 or 5 different places to do these different things. I can do a ton of stuff, especially engagement stuff. Right there.
Yeah. And best of all, Curse, Czar, and to all our teachers, it can cater to different subjects, right? To different grade levels, whether you're a pre-K to K teacher or whether you're in higher education. There's just so much in H5p that you can use to be able to make your lessons, your content more interactive and more engaging.
All kinds of students will definitely enjoy it.
Exactly. And you can actually, ask them the kind of stuff they want to do. I mean, so you can go and you can say, okay, I know that these people are more visual learners. I'm going to do this for them. And these people are more auditory learners. So I'm going to record this for them. You really can tailor things. And it's it's not incredibly challenging to use. My mom could figure out how to use this. And my mom can only order stuff from Amazon. She can't figure out how to return it. I guess that's my job. But I wish I was kidding. Um, so we wanted to keep this one relatively short and sweet, just so people could go and play and really start exploring H5p. You'll see H5p engagement throughout our stuff, because we love it so much. But if you have any questions, you can either post them now or you can let us know.
Yeah, actually, there's one question here
Excellent.
from Mentimeter. It says, "What if a teacher is not an expert in using ICT like me?" Well, actually, it's totally fine. Let H5P do it for you. All you have to do is to explore, watch tutorials of a particular feature that you want to learn, and just play with it. Because I myself is way far from being an ICT expert, but webinars and tutorials really help a lot.
Right. I think, Zar, that question is coming from the concern that in other platforms there's
Mhm.
some programming knowledge or
Oh,
background that's required,
right.
right, for teachers to be able to create these sorts of things. But with H5P, uh, you don't need that programming, the technical knowledge or
Yes,
background to
exactly.
be able to create these kinds of activities.
Very
It
So
is
accessible.
don't worry,
so
don't worry.
easy, and they help you through it.
Right.
So, I'm going to go back and I'm going to share my screen one more time. They
Okay.
do a great job of giving you the information. So if you want to go, okay, I don't know what crossword is,
Mhm.
you click on details.
Yes.
They'll give you a demo, and then you can decide if you want to use it. And their demo is, I mean, it goes through the whole thing.
Mhm.
And they do a really good job explaining what they're trying to use. And you can change the background picture. You can do all these wonderful things. You can really make it fun and interactive. Um, One that I really wanted to talk about, and I will just touch on because I love it, and it's not fair. Zara and I talked about how it could seem overwhelming, but this interactive book, you can
Mhm.
do so many things with it as well. Oops, I just clicked on use it instead of showing you how to use it. Um, but you can do so much stuff. Here's my advice about this. Just play. Go and scroll through their list of things,
Yes.
go to their demos, see how it works. I mean, take our courses. If you do our course on this for your certificate, you're going to interact. I mean, poor Jake and Czar, they had to deal with me thinking I'm clever because I used H5P engagement activities to teach you about H5P engagement activities. Um, but
Right.
there's just a ton of really fun stuff, and they do a great job of supporting you and figuring these things out. And if you guys want to get more ideas and work on, and ask each other questions using Colab Ed, I believe we're going to have a whole H5P sort of chat area so people can come and say, hey, Czar, you use this for an interactive presentation. Why, how did it work? Or, Kirsten, why do you hate Miss Piggy? I always have. Um, but how did you put her image in the hotspot or whatever? Or have you ever tried to teach about volcanoes using? Or have you ever done branching scenarios to teach cyber safety? Not yet. Um, so I think we're going to do that as well because we really want it to help with the community aspect. And you guys, we don't want you to feel like you're alone. That's why we're here.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, Collab Ed is our networking and collaborating feature on Freeju. When you're on Freeju, please go ahead and look at the discussion threads there. And then if there are questions about tech use or any of these tools, the community will be there to support you.
Excellent. Well, this is all we really wanted to take the time to do for you today. We also want to thank you for being here, for what you do. You have the hardest job in the world, one of the hardest jobs in the world. Um, and please, everyone, stay safe. It's a The world is an interesting place right now, so please, please make sure you are safe. COVID is still a thing. Um, and right now your students are probably, as they hear what's going on in the world, they're scared. They don't understand. They may not even realize why they're scared because no one's really talking to them because they're too young to understand.
Mhm.
So we know that right now it's even harder for you to do the job you do. And we thank you. I'm a parent. I think we're all parents. I'm fortunate mine are older, so I don't have to deal with as many issues, or I have to deal with different issues. But thank you for being there, for being the best teachers you can be, and know that we're all here to help you do that. Right, Zar?
Yes, definitely, that's right.
Well, I don't have anything else. Are there any more questions for us anywhere?
Here's, I think there's one one teacher is asking, what's the advantage of H5p from Moodle?
Um, Moodle, like Freeju, is the learning management system, and H5p can be used with Moodle, Blackboard, Compass, all those different learning management systems. I don't want to comment on my thoughts on any other learning management system. I happen to think ours is the best.
Yeah.
So I really can't answer that. I don't know, other than the way that we use it with ours is that you can
Right.
do all these wonderful integrated activities where students don't have to go. And I guess I didn't show that very well, but all that stuff is right on the page for us.
Mhm.
They're not leaving. It's integrated right in our our lesson. They're not going to multiple screens or jumping around. It's not opening weird things for them to find. It is right in the lesson. Here's my video, right in the lesson. Um, my crossword puzzle, again, right here. The dialogue cards for the other class are right here. They're not going and opening up. Even if the videos don't go, everything is secure, everything is right there. So unless you have other thoughts on that, Jakers are, it's an LMS, so.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. When using H5p with Freeju, there's relative ease of use. But again, what we have to remember, teachers, is that at the end of the day, what we're after is real engagement and learning, right? No matter how fancy or creative our activities are, we always have to be able to check on, how much our students are really learning the content that we're delivering. So whatever it is that you use. Let's find ways by which you can optimize H5p. And as we've shared earlier, using it with Freeju is really a very good strategy to get engagement higher and better for all the students.
Yes, and after all, we are doing this for our students, right? So let's be an explorer. We want to unleash the what's best for our students. We want to magnify their academic performance and achieve, meaningful learning out of them. And then correct me if I'm wrong, but my when our students enjoy the class, we also enjoy, right? And we are motivated to do more. And it is just rewarding. So keep it up, and more powers to us teachers.
Right.
I think that's a great spot to end it on. Thank you, Czar. Thank you, Jake. Thank you to our lovely people who are making this possible behind the scenes, Laurel, Mai, and Ethan. And everyone, thank you for all you do. Stay safe, be well. And our next webinar next week is on an incredibly important topic. one that is incredibly overwhelming. We're going to talk about diversity and inclusion, and we're going to talk about it from the perspective of how do you make sure that you are engaging with your students and teaching them about these different things in the most interesting ways for them to really learn. Right, Zar?
Yes, correct.
Awesome. We have a couple wonderful panelists to come and talk. So we will see you all this time next week. And be well. And for I guess it's not St. David's Day anymore. I studied in Wales, so March 1st was St. David's Day, but now it's March 2nd. So I can't say Happy St. David's Day anymore. Oh well. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Everyone, keep
Okay,
safe,
stay
everyone.
safe.
Hi. I am Jenny and welcome to Freeju, the global community of educators. Let me show you why as an educator you should make Freeju an important part of your teaching and learning practice. A community of teaching practice is important for any educator. On Freeju you will be able to access CollabEd, which is like LinkedIn but for educators. Here you will be able to connect and network with other educators from all around the world. You can build your own community of teaching practice or join one of the many other existing groups and learn and share ideas, lesson plans, etc. with each other. Then, for a more formalized approach to professional development, you can go to SkillEd, which is like Netflix for educators. Here, you will be able to access a wide range of courses designed by global experts that will help you to learn about new pedagogical, technical, and soft skills, all related to 21st century education and the future of work. There are more than 20 courses available for free, and for more advanced level courses, you can upgrade to the Silver membership plan for just $20 per year and get access to all courses designed by Akadasia. The courses are available in English and in several other Asian languages. And what's more, you will receive a free verifiable and tamper-proof digital certificate for each course that you complete. If you have upgraded your membership to the Silver, Gold, or Platinum plans, you also get access to DesignEd, which is like Canva for educators. Here you will find the easiest and fastest way to practice your own instructional design skills and build your own courses. We have pre-integrated several third-party edtech apps like Flipgrid, Canva, Mentimeter, Padlet, H5p, Zoom, etc. right into Freeju so you can make your courses engaging and fun for your own learners. As you can see, there is a lot you can do on Freeju as an educator. So what are you waiting for? Go to www.freeju.com and get your very own free lifetime membership today. See you soon on Freeju.